Welcome back, monster builders. We're continuing on with some more Monster Breeder. We ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger last time. We went long and just had another tournament to do, so we're gonna hop right into that. Hopefully I won't be too rusty here. We did have one major happening last time, and I have a couple skill points. We lost Aldo. He died heroically helping us defeat those druids. So we have a bit of a hole in our roster at the moment. We kind of need a warrior because the different tournaments kind of require different things. I kind of sort of want to try to hold out until October, December and pick up a slave warrior because they're just so much cheaper. And I may just do that. We may just suffer for a couple months here trying to do that. We need some time to grieve. Let's go ahead and hop in the tournament and see what we can do. Okay, standard gear is not my favorite. Mage pets would be fine. Druids could be fine. Dragons and wolves, no potions allowed. Would give a concentrated blood potion. Growth potion. I like both of those. Lizard hunt, what do you do? Hybrids against reptiles. Only monsters eligible to participate. I don't think we have 5 reptiles, do we? 1, 2, 3, 4. We do. We do. Growth potion. If I went to the easier set, I'm looking at agility. Okay, a couple high agility ones. Hybrids, from my experience, have been really nasty. That's a maybe. Let's put that as a maybe. What about dragons and wolves? So what do you want? Mammals fight against reptiles. Okay. A lot lower agility here. A lot lower agility. Manhunter, a protector. I don't know what protector does. You look really weird. Rat. Okay, I think we're doing this one. Let's prepare for that battle. All right. Lady Death, come on in. Oh, by the way, can I show it easily on the screen? I can't. Actually, hold on. Let's make sure we don't have any skill points. There's no reason not to do that quick. So monsters, we did. Smol has a skill point. One of our rising stars here, Smol, with her 40 bite plus 3 on the poison. Really nice. Also, the highest agility on our team, I think, at 50. I did want to point out, somebody pointed me to this. I thought this was an XP bar, and I hadn't really paid much attention to it. It is not an XP bar, even though the level's right below it. Again, this UI needs a little work here. We need a symbol for damage capacity. And I think this really should be called out specifically. The level should be above this because this belongs more down here. But damage capacity is not what I thought it was. I hemmed and hawed about this in a previous episode. Creatures can take a limited amount of damage. If damage capacity is exhausted, the creature may become crippled. So it wasn't a random chance that we got those cripples, and they kind of happened at the same time. We had just been fighting those monsters so long and so much, they ran out of damage capacity. You know, I guess it's like you build up your, minor injuries over time as a sports player, like let's say a football player or something dumb. And, at some point your body just can't take it anymore. So that's what this is representing. So that makes sense. So I'm not sure. I assume this goes down and not up because I have somebody, I think it's Lady Death. Yeah, she is getting to the end of her career, if I'm reading this correctly. I don't know exactly how this translates. If this is 55 HP damage, I mean, she has 1 or 2 more fights that she gets hit in, and then she's done. If that's how that works, that means that dodging and just not taking damage are way more powerful, especially for creatures with long lives. Doesn't matter if you live forever, if like 3 fights you're crippled and you can't do anything else. So just another stat that we're going to want to start paying even more attention to. I will say, surprisingly deep on a lot of this. Other things, just to recap that we've learned, the straight stats like the agility here, if they have this when they breed, can be passed down. I'm not sure about the other things. Like, I don't think these other ones will. We'll have to experiment with that a little more. In addition, we were looking at some of those fights that have a level max. For those fights specifically, if we wanted to make a creature to win those fights, that is an example where development bonus would not be good, because we're going to be like level 6 or 7 by the time we finish that. And let's say the level cap's 8, we'll have 2 skill points outside of that. And this is not going to help us win that fight. So there is a reason that maybe you wouldn't want to get development bonus right away. So just a couple things that we've learned recently. I'm not going to change tax mid-go. We're going to finish up what we were doing there, but just food for thought on that. All right, Harold, let's get you leveled. Somebody also mentioned if we had the, they call it sniper shot. I'm guessing it's precision. If we had the precise shot, they thought that it would be further distance and we might have been able to snipe those druids in that horrific ruin map and cause them to come at us. So just another food for thought there. Quick shot, bow shot, -1 energy. He's not having energy problems. I think I may just pick up that skill. Oh, we have lots of points here. Let's actually just get one of each so that we have it. Disengage 2, I think. And then we'll finish up bow shot, go for that extra accuracy. And babble. I wish there was something in here that just straight up gave me mana. I don't think that's the case. We finished up the HP. I mean, these are great and all, especially that athletics, so that my move would cost less, just for more ease of access for mobility and 2 attacks. I just want to check, is there anything in here that gives mana? So we could reduce the cost of our spells. The healing one wouldn't be terrible. We haven't actually used the energy drain, but that's because we learned that we just don't have enough mana to cast multiple spells. We still don't. Minus energy, minus action point. I think since the healing's the one we use the most, let's get this up enough to lower the action point and the mana cost. I might do that even more. You know what? Let's since this is what we seem to be using, let's get this maxed out. Getting that mana cost down. We're already minus 4 or 5 mana from what it was, so maybe we could get 2 heals off at this point. Okay, now that we've done the maintenance, let's come back here. I do want one of these two. I think we're gonna do dragons and wolves. So we will do that. We'll prepare. Wait, I want the easier one. Yeah, and we will prepare for battle. All right. Lady Death is nearing retirement. All right, and we can fit one more. We'll do the dire. We may sell off this normal croc. I was going to get into croc breeding, and then like the turn after, we got the dire alligator, who's just straight better. So we may get rid of the croc, and we're desperately looking for a male alligator. I don't think we can find a dire one, but what we really care about is the special ability. So, and we will fight. Okay, it has been a hot minute since I have been fighting, so hopefully I'm not too rusty here. All right, and you're all kind of sort of the same, so we will just move up. We will try maybe to get Lady Death. Maybe she gets to be the flanker. It's a little bit of a safer position. And so we'll bring her out slightly. All right, boys, what do you got? I love that they actually can look different, by the way. I know these hybrids look crazy, but it seems like there can be some variation within a species, which is kind of cool. I like that. Kind of reminds me of a really ancient game called Creatures. It was like a god game, kind of, sorta, where you couldn't control these little monsters, these little creatures directly. But you could like try to teach them with like Pavlovian responses, and you could breed them and they would get different traits and visual looks and whatnot. Very cool game for its time. I wish that series had continued. I was probably a little young to get the full experience out of it. When I played it, would have been cool. Okay, now let's think here. I think you're gonna have to take the flank here, buddy. I don't want my brand new shiny dire alligator taking all the damage. All right, let's have you. We are gonna flank. I love how much extra move you have. And then you are gonna pop right here. All right, does anyone still have an attack? Smol does. Smol does. You have less dodge and you're the flanked one. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Great turn. Okay, a little bit of fear. You're kind of a big boy, aren't you? I didn't realize how big you were. I guess that's more normal size for those. Wolverine. Excellent dodge. How are you out of energy that fast? Holy moly. Okay, step 1. Unseen attacks, please. Yep, goodbye. And then... Can you unseen? You can. Boy. Okay, we did get hit back. And then we will greater energy steal. Okay, yeah, that was a good chunk of energy that was wiped out. And he didn't counterattack, so that was definitely the greater energy steal. Let's just get in there and again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, over here, let's start working on the one that's gonna get flanked first. He dodged. Unfortunate. Okay, yeah, I will definitely say, deeper than I originally thought. The combat, especially at the beginning, feels a little simplistic, let's say that. But that's just because you're not seeing all these background stats that do matter. But at the beginning of the game, obviously, you're not going to know that. Right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, you would still get to hit me, so let's hold off on that. All right, Smole, go for the flank. Okay, great dodge. I really probably want to be leading with the creatures who can energy steal. Just food for thought there. Yep, goodbye. I'm pretty pleased with the outcome here. All right, so you're gonna get nipped if you try to move, so you do that. You're gonna get nipped? Yeah, this thing has really good sight. All right, Smole. You have to flank. Yeah, unfortunate. And then go down here. All right, unfortunate. Great dodge. Okay, so start with... Even if we energy steal good, we're not gonna take that where he can't attack. I don't know if this... Oh, I guess it's you who's the rando. I don't know if he gets to stay. I think Smole might be the one that gets to stay around and breed. Okay, so I believe Lady Death had 55 left. She didn't take any damage. Let's see if that changed at all. So Lady Death... It did not. Okay. And somebody that is newer. I should have actually checked this. Yeah, I didn't write it down. Okay. We'll continue the experimentation on that. Okay, Brock. I honestly don't think we keep you. You are not particularly special. I've barely leveled you up at all. I don't think we're keeping Croc. All right, so let's rename you Cell. Sorry. I'm not gonna vivisect you. You were good enough. Actually, well, I say that. Hybrid, mammal, research complete. Okay. So we have done that portion. Yeah, so Cell is going to get sold because we have a better creature, frankly. All right, let's sell and let's make sure we get the right one. We have learned some painful lessons there. We'll just take the cash. Took quite a loss on that one, unfortunately, but I don't want to pay the upkeep on something I'm not going to be using at all. Last time around, we did look at alchemists. We didn't like anybody who was available. I'm going to wait for one more refresh on alchemists, and we're buying somebody because we got to get started on alchemy. That's like our next major step forward. Lady Death leveled up again. Okay, and she is nearing... Yeah, she is nearing just finishing one more level up, and she will have finished all of the skills. Pretty cool. Okay, Swamp Reader. You know, I was just saying I might get rid of this guy, but she's gonna retire, so maybe we do need to keep this guy. We'll think about it some more. We've got multiple things growing up at the moment. They're all set up, so nothing to do there. Building. We have 11,000 gold. It's March. What comes up next? April is Venom Whirl. May is Guild Fair. May is what cares. March, April, May. 2 months. So I kind of want to have extra cash when we get there, is what I'm kind of saying. But I also kind of want to get started on some building. One thing we noted, we could add to our keep, and with the additional space, we could put a blacksmith in there if we wanted, you know, just temporarily. An old wing, build an old wing, which will provide 2 additional large chambers to use accommodate. Yeah, so let's do this. This is relatively cheap. We'll put in the interns and lower that cost a decent amount. We'll do that. Since you can only build one thing at a time, I kind of feel like you want to keep your build queue rolling over if you can. All right, we're saving a decent amount of cash this turn. Let's go ahead and move forward. Okay, eggs hatched. Take a look at that first. Okay, some more swamp dragons. Do we have some grow-ups? No, we had the 3. Okay, I see. That one of the eggs hatched earlier than the other ones. I got it. Okay, so you're all set up. You're on double rations. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. You're eating a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's fine by me. And just to double check, you guys are on double rations, right? Yes. Okay, good there. So eggs hatched. That's fine. New blacksmith. We're not looking at that. New alchemist. Okay, interesting. I thought this was like a set time, but it just seems to be random. And there's 4 of them. Okay. Please be somebody. Also, since I've been kind of critical on the UI quite a bit, I will say I really appreciate that it marks who's new when they get new people in here. So there's a compliment to the UI on that. So we have Taylor Gurnett. He's a dabbler. Uses 50% more raw materials. I don't love that. He has 42 intelligence and 20 skill. That's not misery, but I'm not excited. 4 healer and dabbler. Okay, well the other guy would be worse. Or excuse me, would be better. He's greedy and a drunkard. My goodness, my man. No wonder you can't get a job. Good healer. He's a dabbler. He's efficient. He's good-hearted. And he's humble. This is probably our man. 40 intelligence isn't stellar, but it's workable. Poison specialist expert uses 30% less raw materials. Combat potion expert. He's cruel to slaves and humble. No, I think this is our man right here. Good healer. He's a dabbler, which isn't the best, but we'll survive. The idea is going to be, if I'm understanding correct, we're going to hire this guy. We're going to get him some apprentices, and we're going to raise the apprentices up and make them into really good alchemists. And that's where we're going to get a really good one. I don't know exactly how that works, but that's the plan. Okay, so his salary is 136. That's not too bad. Edgar the Kind. All right, Edgar, you're in. Okay, now Alchemist Shack. That's not what I want. Alchemist. Okay, so in here, there's a weird little graphic glitch right there. I don't know why my eyes zoomed in or right on that. Yeah, it's on the wrong layer. Okay, so I can drop items 1 out of 3 people. Okay, so we could get him apprentices, or we could put slaves in here. Our slaves are busy building, so let's get at least 1 apprentice. So he's good-hearted, humble. Okay, we need him to make potions to get his skill up. All right, let's see who we can hire. Recruit, alchemist. Okay, we have Dorian the Air Team. What we're looking mainly here, I think, is holy crap, he has way more alchemist skill than the guy we just hired. Age, at 21, he can be an actual alchemist. Intelligence, and obviously alchemy skill. This is nice, I will say. Yeah, look at the difference there. Holy moly. Now, he is way younger, but we've only played like a year and a half in this game. This guy would need 6 years before he became an actual alchemist. So I think we're looking for somebody that's maybe gonna ripen up a little sooner. 21 intelligence, and this guy's an idiot. Dorian, you're in. You're hired, kid. So let's go alchemist. Okay, and it just auto put him in here. Cool. Production queue. We have not got a lot of stuff. This was something we were gonna buy at the Guild's Fair. We need to just make stuff so that he can get XP. That's my current understanding. So potions of courage could be useful for me. How do I know? Okay, the ingredients is Dinra shrub. Do I have Dinra shrub? It's a little weird that I can't see my inventory in there. Okay, so potion, Dinra shrub. He says he can make it. Nerve bladder. Okay, maybe we don't have the setting where those rot. That's rather nice if that's the case. Okay, I don't see Dinra. Does he just buy that? Like, can we just buy common things? Potion of courage. Dinra shrub. Endurance potion. Endurance potion increases the endurance of a juvenile monster on use. It can be used on eggs and embryos too. Treating creatures with too many potions could cause abomination. Okay, so skill modifier, potion strength, side effects. So it's not as good and it has more side effects. You know, in that case, I think we would rather make just some regular potions, because this is not going to cause abomination on a human that's going to use it. So let's just try to make one of these. Dinra shrub 7.7. Oh, I can't create. Okay, we don't have any Dinra shrub. Okay, so it's showing me things that I know. Okay, so what do we have? I don't like this UI at all. I can't see my materials. Okay, here we go. We have no ingredients. Okay, that works for me. Purchase. Alchemy store. Dinra shrub. Do we have any of that? We do. I bought all of them. How can I tell how many Dinra shrub that is? Quite a bit. All right, let's buy it. Let's just find out. Okay, and the Dinra shrub was needed. I think that was the endurance. No, that was not. Excellent. Yeah, okay, potion of courage. 7.7. Oh, I see. We have 36.3. Okay, so you can have not full units. It's fine. All right, let's create one turn, and then I guess we're just gonna spam this and try to get some skill. We'll see what that does. Okay, also, nice beard, man. Okay, cool. I do wish it would show the apprentices in here. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, that was a whole lot of micromanagement there. Catacombs. I'm just starting to wonder if maybe we should have Lady Death do a big one. She's getting close to retirement anyways, and this is worth more. Then again, yeah, so all the damage we take from the execution does add up, thinking about that. Okay, so here, our dire alligator, our raider, smole, reaper, mob, and let's do bug eater. I don't want to put Lady Death into that. We'll accept. Okay, so what I want to know, I wish it told us how much. Yeah, this really should tell us how much damage capacity we used if we did get hit. So the fact that we didn't have 100% dodge rate means we took some damage. This may not be worth my time. I'm gonna need to start thinking about that. Okay, and then we have Venom World to do. We can do a less than 8. Yeah, that's not happening. A less than 14, not happening. Ooh, that's not great. Okay, spiders and dragons. So a bunch of bugs versus reptiles. We could do that. No rewards from anything I really want to do. We could do an open game. Let's do an open game. One human, and I think, again, we're going to stick on these easier ones. We're not quite up to that hump yet. Okay, so nothing that looks too horrific. We got double man-eaters, so we got to make sure that the big monsters don't make it to people. And we're going to send Sharp and Babel. Okay, we'll keep using Lady Death. She's near the end of her career, but let's do it. And then I think we're going to do Dire Alligator. We want to get some levels here, and but while we look for a breeding pair. All right, let's do it. Okay, so zoom zoom. Really zoom zoom. They didn't have any range, so we're okay to just get close. I hope I left you enough room to get by. Okay. I think the one with the dumb big head is not the one that has man-eater, but neither of my people want to get close to monsters, so. Okay, out of range, out of range, out of range. All right, you. Come on here. I think that's just where we're gonna sit. All right, very low chances. We can move one forward. We'll just back up next turn. Okay, and a whiff. Okay, he might be able to close. That one will be able to close. That one will be able to close. And then he's just out of position. Cool. Okay, so let's take our shot to get us started. Beautiful. And I'm not going to chance you getting caught. 28, again, just take a whiff. Oh, right, I have the fear. I forgot about that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, get spooked. Whiffed. Okay, and yeah, I think we're just going to hold the line where we're at. We're kind of counting on our ranged DPS to win the day here. I'm glad the damaged one came up the middle. Okay, and we were actually kind of afraid of that. So good to know. How much HP do you got left? 15. Let's actually take a shot from you, because I think that'll end him. All right, and then nice clean shot. And fear. Okay. Do it. Dodge. What's this? And then do we move? I think we do. Lady Death just does so much damage. Passing a turn doesn't seem right. All right. And go. Okay, the fear is nice. Oh, we hate that. We like that, though. All right, can we clear this out? Goodbye. All right, is that going to be an unseen? Well, I guess we don't know because we don't know what his sight thing is. Boo. All right, and then let's just move over here. Start putting the fear in that guy if we can. Yeah, he's going to go up. Yeah, fight Lady Death. Get the dodge, though. Yeah, dodge. My current understanding of the game, dodge seems incredibly good. Or parries or whatever. Just anything where you don't take damage seems incredibly good because it will keep that damage capacity up. Defenseless, that's what we like to see. And then we'll just keep draining the energy now that we've got him. And then you can have just tons of fear. How you feeling about that? Rusty Axe, protections and fears. Okay, I don't... Oh, he's actually really overweight. I don't actually know. I wish it would show me like a fear bar or something. I guess we just know based on it telling us when they lose AP. Nom nom nom. Okay, so we're watching for minus AP. He only lost one. He tried to run and got eaten. Love to see it. Alright, we'll just pile that fear on. We have a clean shot. We do. Yeah, just do it. I probably should look at these other things. Alright, not terrible. Not terrible. We took, what, a hit on our alligator? Decent income and nothing else here. So our alchemist... Okay, we didn't intern, so we don't have a potion yet. Oh, we're going to actually make 2 of them. I thought that was just how long it was going to take, but I'm guessing we're going to finish 2 of these next turn. Okay, cool, cool. I don't think I have anything else really to say. We did have a level up. A lot of level ups. Okay, dire alligator. Let's come back to that one, because I'm going to need to think that through, what route we're going to take. Okay, Smool finishes up development. We love that. Okay, next thing I would want, I probably want the agility stats and just go deeper into that. No, we're not going to, right, we're going to have double points next time. All right, Swamp Reaper. Okay, you're a male. I think you are related to Smole, so that's not going to be a breeding pair. Yeah, we were just already in on that, so no need to think about it. Bob, kind of the same thing. So we were going up combat skills on Bob. Now Bob is a possible breeding pair, so maybe instead, let's get that agility. Try to get that agility. Yeah, he's getting pretty old. Turns until old 4. So in 4 turns, we need to breed the Green Ant Raider. So that needs to happen. We need to be sending this Green Ant Raider in also. Get those level up. So Green Ant Raider and the Dire Alligator are the 2 I really need to be focusing in on at the moment. Bug Eater leveled up. Okay, you've got your agility. You're not wounded yet, but you're at damage capacity 0. So I assume next time Bug Eater gets hit, they will be crippled. He will be crippled. So I should try to get him hit, basically, so that we can science that. What do we want? All right, we'll take reptile. Okay, again, with my current understanding, if dodge is that good, then these skills right here are incredible. The fact that you would have 40% extra dodge chance is massive, absolutely massive, just staying in and being able to have a long career. So good to know. All right, Dire Alligator. Greater Energy Steal. Yeah. What else do we have? Combat skills and Energy Steal in general. So gain 12 energy at bite. Energy Steal plus 12. So we could just make that some more. Combat skills. Now I wonder if the bite strength would pass down from this if that's a straight stat. Health. The health probably would. I'm just debating if we're going to go old school and go development bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. We don't have a breeding pair. I didn't see anybody new. Yeah. I think we're going to continue old school on this one. Has a plenty long life. All right, so we're going to go development points. You are the future of our roster, Dire Alligator. I will come up with a good name for you. I think that's it for the turn. I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and turn in. So it's April. May's the Guild Fair. Excellent. And my kiddos are all fine. Wolves are going to grow up. We will probably sell off. Well, we'll probably vivisect one of them because I don't think we've done a mammal vivisect yet. We'll check that. We'll probably keep 1 or 2, maybe. Yeah, that's another really interesting one. Like, we want a right-sized roster. Too big or too small doesn't work. All right, we don't need to do this yet. We'll look at that in a second. Our eggs hatched. Cool. Another reproduction. Oh, we were breeding our Raider Ant. Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure that we were going to get some genes passed down. So that makes sense. All right, and then the newly hatched swamp guys. There you go. I wish we could see more stats from these. So what can we see? So we can see tameness, but he's just a turn ahead. Oh no, these 2 just hatched at the same time. This one is much tamer than that one. Fine. So that's good to know. So the male is much tamer than this female. We'll see how that goes. And then you guys all are going to get our 1 runestone because we just don't have a second one. There we go. And then you're all going to get... I'm still on an agility kick, so I think we're just going to continue that for now. I wonder if having more HP gives you more damage capacity. I wonder if those 2 stats are interlinked. A new alchemist. We don't care. We've already made our decision on that. And Guild's Fair. We do care a lot about this. First one, let's check the annual fair. What do you got? Red larval, a juvenile leopard monkey, northern lizard, swamp dragon, We may need some new blood in that line, so we may think about that. Arachnid, and then some hybrids. Dang, I was hoping for an alligator. Dang, dang, dang. It's a bunch of organs. Brew of Alteration. This is one of the good ones. Increases the chance of mutations. So that may be one I want to grab. Let's think about that one. Bunch more potions. Okay. So do we have... I want the... Yeah, this type of stuff is what I want to look at. So what is this? Infusion set to advance cool to manipulate lifespan, temperature tolerance, humidity, fears. Okay, so that's infusing blood. So this is not the fair that has the alchemist equipment. I was a little incorrect on that. Endurance. Okay, I kind of want that one. Runestone of Taming. This is probably a lot more necessary on other classes. As the sorcerer, we have that big taming bonus. So I'm not too worried about this, but for others, this might be really important. Breed. Increasing the number of offspring. Okay, so we could get somebody who only has like one offspring. We could try to breed them up to have multiples. That's not terrible either, but I don't think we're quite to that advanced level at the moment. Resistance, very good one here. I think we're gonna grab that. That will allow us to resist abomination. I do think I'm gonna grab this one. We have okay, crossbreed with reptile bonus. That might be usable. We'll grab that too. We could get some organs, but I'm not quite to that point yet. And then we need to think. We have a swamp dragon hatchling female. Let me buy what we've got here. So a swamp dragon female. Okay, that would make sense because this one is really untamed. I don't love that. I really don't love that. Yeah, look how much tamer these ones are. So if we get rid of the female here, we would need to bring another female into the line. These are going to be related too closely to Smole to breed there either. Okay. Yeah. Wait, that's... I gotta say, like, deeper than I was originally thinking. I think you're in, Swamp Dragon Hatchling. I think you're in. We'll buy you. Okay, so Swamp Dragon Hatchling. That's gonna be Hatchling. You. And we're gonna put a name on this one right away. So you are gonna be... I need to indicate that this is outside of my line. We'll put outsider. I need to think of a better system for that, but outsider, that'll tell me that you can breed into the line. And then you, I don't think you get to stay. You are a cell. You're just too dangerous. You have really low untamed, unless your stats are absolutely insane. Here, I guess we'll put cell question mark. If your other stats are insane, we'll think about it, but otherwise you gotta go. And then we're not going to really know anything about the ants at the moment. Yeah, I don't need to worry about any of these things at the moment. Okay. Yeah. All right, Catacombs. I think I'm going to start manually doing these, maybe. I'm worried that we're taking a lot of endurance damage that we don't have to take. All right, I do kind of want Bug Eater to get whomped. Bob, you can still fight. Not for much longer. Although, Bob, you're probably not going to breed... Well, you might need to breed that again. Okay, yeah, you can come. Raider Ant, Dire Crocodile, or Dire Alligator, Smole, and the Reaper. And we do have the wolves. We'll take a look at them in a minute. Let's do it. And I'm gonna manually fight this. These are kind of annoying ones to manually fight because we start like surrounding them instead of like our side, your side. All right, hopefully they will not bum rush over here. Oh, it's awkward. I mentioned it before, but I wish we had the terrain in the way of the... Oh my goodness. Q and E are backwards from how I normally would put those. I wish the terrain would go translucent. Okay, good. They engaged a good direction for me. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, and then you... we could probably bum rush at this point. We'll be fine. And then you... Oh, even gets an attack. This is Bob. All right, Bob, get him. Beautiful, and he's out of energy. Zip over here, just ready ourselves. Yeah, I think we will engage here. Yeah, and then you can come on in there. Okay, we kind of want to see if Bug Eater gets hit, if it'll be a wound. So a little bit of science going on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's everybody. My embarrassment in the previous episode where I left somebody in the way back and we fought I think it was like a 5v6, and we were punished greatly for that. Yeah, that's right. Dodge. Don't you hit my alligator. Bug Eater's just gonna be too good. Hey, good job, Bob, but you're exhausted. All right, nom nom. Okay, cool. Move into position. Small, nom nom. Great. Unseen. Unseen. Cool. And my alligator. Yeah, such an easy fight. I don't really want to play these, but I'm also feeling like look how good we did. Like, we are not getting like a hit on everybody like we saw when we were autoing this. I think I'm burning endurance pretty heavily by autoing that fight. I would rather you get the XP. Beautiful. And I would rather not Bob gets the XP over here too. So small. Boo! Boo! Okay. Pretty clean. All right, victory. Cha-ching. Catacombs, done. We have a cold tournament. Okay, this is where our wolves may actually get a chance to shine. Anyone have level ups? No. All right. Open game has something. A great sword of fire. That's true. If we're going to build a new warrior from scratch, they could be a two-hander. That could be a thing. I kind of like the shield because that's a good counter for range things, but I mean, we could do it. We could do it. Blood Rage. What are you? You actually are not that scary, but you are lethal, so yeah. Fine Rune Bow of Fire. What are we rocking for our bow? Fine Light Sword of Fire. Right. Fine Rune Bow of Shock. Okay, I actually wouldn't mind that. We could start switching out weapons based on enemy weaknesses. I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that a lot. Monsters versus humans. Fine Sword of Shock. I think we're going to take the bow here. Poison Blade of Shock. That would be pretty good too. Insectoid Killer. Poison. Ooh, that is really nice too. It's an elite. I feel like that's better. I feel like that's better than fine. I've never seen an elite item. All right, what is this fight? Can we do this? Lifesteal, Bleeding Wound, Dodge Arrows, Shock Skin. All right, so you... Okay, you are dangerous. There's no two ways about that. 47, yeah, you're pretty dangerous. So what would we send? Probably our archer, even though we have a shock weapon. And then the other two hybrids are a little less scary. They all kind of do shock stuff. This arena really wants wolves. A level 5 is spooky. Dodge arrow. Let's think about that. Oh, and I can't send humans. Oh, I have to send animals. So we could do Bug Eater. I think that reward is just too tempting to pass up. I think that's too tempting to pass up. All right, so I need to go look and see what these new ones, who's the best of them. So I want to look at Spotted Wolves. I also don't really like that you're in that chamber. Put you down here. Okay, so you. We're looking for outliers, essentially. Something that looks different on the stats. So you have a little bit more HP and an extra counterattack. So maybe counterattacks do pass down. Okay, that seemed better. 46. No, versus 44. Okay, so Spotted Wolf 3 seems to be the best of the bunch. So we're going to call you... I think we'll call you Keeper. Keeper. And I don't think the other ones are keepers. Of those two... well, I guess we would keep the theme... Well, no. Yeah, I think we'll keep the female just because we don't know what we could get to breed in. All right, so Spotted Wolf 2... We'll call you Safe. All right, and then you, I think we're getting rid of you. We'll see if somebody dies in this fight before we do get rid of them. All right, we're gonna try Death Claws. I guess it's a non-lethal fight. Prepare for battle. Bug Eater, please carry me hard as you can. And we'll put in the two named wolves. Go. Fight manually. All right, who's Bug Eater? Bug Eater's in the middle. All right, we want Bug Eater. Which one uses the nasty one? Okay, in the middle. And we want to make sure those two connect with each other. Zip over here. Wait, Bug Eater's slow compared to these ones. Okay, there's another difference. Why is Bug Eater so much slower? What's going on here? 46 agility. Is it really giving me that many more points? Did you inherit some of the extra movement? All right. Yeah, I mean, our next generation already is seeming better, and we haven't really started juicing them. Gotta get this alchemist up and running. Okay, I like this because now we swing south, and it'll draw them down here. Hopefully, and they won't flank this side. That would be my ideal. Okay. By the way, it's hold shift and right click when you have somebody selected to change their direction. I don't know how I picked that up, but that is what it is. Perfect. Don't block me so I can team up on that one. Beautiful. Okay, fear. I don't love that. Okay, only one attack. Okay, Bug Eater. Okay, again, I gotta... You're the level 1. It's you, right? Yeah. Okay, I gotta get the attacks in. Oh, the dodge. Okay, there's a good hit. And then, are we blocking, or are we gonna let this one come in? I think we're gonna let this one come in. We're just gonna defend right here. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. The clutch dodge there. Excellent. Excellent. And then we got hit. Got hit twice. Oh, you ran! Bug Eater, no! Oh, that's not good. That is really bad. That is stupendously bad. The auto was a win, so I'm a little shocked how bad this has gone. We had a great starting engagement, too. Oh, I really need you to go down. Wow, down there. We're gonna lose this. I don't think we come back from that. That is rough. I guess we almost have this one down, but this bug eaters really hurt. Oh, the dodge. Attack of opportunity. Oh no. Yeah, this is a loss. Wow. The auto said victory. That's disappointing. All right, let's pull back. There's no reason for us to fight until we're grouped up. Of course, the wounded one's gonna stay way in the back. You guys are still getting fear too. Oh, that's rough. Well, okay, he came in range. That's something. All right, I need you. Good. Okay, get some pack attack off finally. We're gonna bleed out here. Wow. We got wrecked in this fight. Holy moly. Bug Eater whiffing all of his attacks and then running away basically screwed us. Ouch. Ouch. Better luck next time. Injured and crippled. Okay, so Bug Eater did get crippled, so we kind of knew that was going to happen. So that confirms being at 0, your next point of damage takes you down. Keeper, however, getting injured sucks. That's not a permanent injury, but that's going to keep them out of the fight for a turn. Ripperoni. Okay, well, Bug Eater, you did good. You ate some bugs. Could have been better. We were not maxed out on reptile. I don't know if that applies to hybrids. I assume. I don't know. But we're not going to keep you around. We're not breeding you or anything. So I think we want to do a vivisection here because I don't think we have. No, we do. Turns to complete 4. So I just need to do it because this says prerequisite vivisection. Okay. In that case, what are we going to do? So, Bug Eater, you're at the end of your career. We could kill you. I don't think we can sell you. We have to be healthy, uninjured, and not old. So you just don't click any of those. Surgery. Yeah, we don't know organ removal. We can remove your brain lobe for tameness bonus. They will die. Let's just do it. I want to see what the reward is here. So let's make sure we're on the right one. I'm so paranoid after the cell problems. Okay, did die. Didn't say we got anything. If we go here and we go here. I don't think we got anything. So we need organ harvesting. I guess if we just kill them, we would get the meat. So there's no reason to vivisect unless we're getting organs out of them. All right, good to know. Just still doing science. Okay, we're still building. Okay, you guys are breeding. We've got that all set up. We bought a swamp dragon here, so taming. Now, oh, we don't get to see your stats. I kind of want to do scroll of resistance. We are pretty much 100% breeding this creature. I would like the agility, but the resistance is so tempting. If we can get that really high, we can pump them full of potions in the future. All right, and you get double rations. Oh yeah, look at this. We could even feed you a bunch of mudworms for more resistance. Okay, we're not currently building up any abomination. Do some extra damage. We could still get some agility in via this. All right, I think we're going to concentrate on one stat at a time. So we will do a whole bunch of resistance, and then we have one slot left. Some extra condition for bite. Okay, and we'll do that. And then we could do, so that would still give us nothing. Do we have any cure potions? We do. 35. So taming potion, I don't think we need. This thing's pretty tame. Standard insectoid blood, reptile blood. Okay. If we did the insectoid blood, what are you going to do? Lowers fear of insects, lowers lifespan, decreases heat and wet tolerance, gives us 10 abomination. So if we add this, oh, no, that would have to go down here. All right, I don't think we're going to do that yet. We're not quite at that point, but we'll do this to get them started. Okay, so, and I think we know we're going to keep this thing, so I'm going to change this. So you're a swamp dragon, and you can be named outsider. You can be the outsider. Okay, courtyard. Everything else is set up. You're on double rations. We've set that up. Double rations. Yep. All set up there. We need to think about. You two can still fight. We're working on that breed. Okay, sell. All right, I think you're gone, friend. All right, sell, and we want to go to sell, and then we... Actually, I will take that potion. Yes. Okay. So we still have 2 dire wolves. They cannot breed. We've got Bob and the raider ant have been breeding. Bob's nearing the retirement age. In fact, I don't think he's going to get another breed off. We'll see if maybe we can. I just want to shotgun out a whole bunch of ants and see if we can pick a couple good ones. A dire alligator. Still need an alligator. There was none for sale, right? Just to double check. I don't think I've seen refreshed stock. Yeah, no. Unfortunately. Okay, and I think that is turn. Building. My alchemist is alchemy. I need to buy some more supplies next turn so we can continue to do something. But we can do that next turn. Okay, a bunch of our eggs hatch. We'll check that here in a second. Apprenticeship finished. Oh, that was fast. He's now a fully trained alchemist and ready for hire in the next 3 months. He's ready to work for you. Okay, let's go see what he looks like. Alchemist. Dorian. Yeah, look at this. 49 intelligence, 54 skill. He's bad at poisons. I don't care too much about poisons at the moment. He has good healer. The side effect of potions is lower. A breeding potion expert. I like that. He is greedy. Okay, so 54 skill, 49 intelligence. I'm not going to be able to get this guy most likely. Our other guy has when you hire them, they have a minimum term. And our other guy can't be fired yet. It looks like I can't hire 2 even if I wanted to. All right, we'll try to remember to come back and check and see if he hangs around. To that end, do I want to hire another apprentice? That's really curious. I wonder, that guy was 20, so maybe he was just really close to his birthday. Let's get Puppy in here. So we should not see Puppy hitting 21 years old anytime soon if they age in real time. If they don't, we'll see them sooner, obviously. Let's hire that one. It's a little awkward for me. It is June. We're like right here. Nothing special. You have the Venom Whirl. New Sorcerer, don't care. New Archer, don't care. We checked apprentices and new stock. I do care about that. Yep, not that one. Just don't care about weapon merchant. Hunters. A green ant female. Okay, that could breed into our ant line. A male juvenile spotted wolf. Again, that could breed into our line. Okay, that's some maybes here. That's some maybes or might have laters. Alchemist store. I mean, we're going to want something so that we can continue to craft. Let's go see what we know. Fever potion. A poisoned loses energy for several turns. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Just straight poison. is damage. Marsh poison, weaken. Antitoxin, a healing potion would be kind of useful. What do you need? Healing roots. All right, can I purchase from the alchemist some healing roots? We don't have any healing roots currently. I'm also kind of broke. Okay, I gotta get something. I wish there was a filter that I could say, like, show me things I know how to use. Okay, healing roots was a no-go. Sunberry. And we bought out the shrub. So sunberry would be my next choice. Do we have any sunberry? We do. Oh, I see. Here we go. There is an icon. Okay. Good, 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 good. We'll buy that. You. I don't recognize that. Maybe that's an agility potion, maybe? We'll buy that. Okay. That should be enough to get us to brew something. Okay, again, here's another one. I would like to have this show me what I can actually make. We have one of these. No. Okay, so we bought sunberry from Ross. Shrub. Snow lily. Okay, hang on. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. Sunberry, shrub, spider lily. Sunberry, shrub, spider lily. Also, it really sucks I have to scroll down on these ones. Sunberry, here we are. Great, and we'll just make as many as we can. We're looking at leveling him up. I should pay closer attention here. So he's got 20 alchemy skill. I'm pretty sure we started at 20, so I don't think he's leveled up at all. All right, and then new stock, new stock, new stock. Okay, but that has taken us to the hour mark, so we are gonna bring this episode to an end there. So a lot of learning. We did start up our alchemist. We're definitely gonna want to be like buying this out. I don't want to quite do it because I'm kind of poor, but we are definitely going to be buying the alchemist supplies out just basically forever. We're on the lookout also for another guild fair that sells us new alchemy books and alchemy supplies. There's like some equipment we could buy that would make him better. Definitely want to do that. That's like my number one priority. Well, number two priority is alchemist. Number one is breeding in those good monsters we got. So we still need an alligator, and we will find out how good our ant spawns are. If none of these are good, we'll just trash them and rebreed if Bob can breed. If Bob can't breed, we'll probably buy that other ant. I think that was a male. No, I think it was a female. Whatever it was, we'll sell off the other ones and we'll keep the ones that can breed, and that'll be the plan there. All right, monster breeders, thanks for watching again. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. If you'd like to go above and beyond, of course, you can leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, consider checking out the Patreon and the channel info, or becoming a member here on YouTube. For Patreon and member, make sure you link your Discord in. You can get into the file channel and check that out. If you're a member on YouTube, you have early access to pregame videos, usually Dominions, but it can be other things too, such as Monster Breeder. All right, take care, get out there, and check out the Guild Fair builders. I'll catch you in the next one. Babble out.